everyone. Welcome to episode 46 of Otome Shimai.
I'm Vicky.
And I'm Bika.
And I'm Sami.
And we are sisters who play Otome games.
Hey, sister.
Hey, sister.
Hey, Sammy.
Hey, Sammy.
Who is also a sister.
Hi, sister.
Yay, sister!
I love having three sisters in the room. This is wonderful.
Oh, wait, three sisters? Oh, yeah, three
One,
sisters.
two,
1,
three.
2, 3.
That's right.
So today we have a special guest, Mr. Sami Nash, as we do episode 46, Line Up and Size Up, ranking the allies of Virche Evermore.
Yes. It's Virche Evermore lineup and size up time. Opinions. I'm so excited for this. And Sammy, we're so excited to have you. Thank you for joining us today.
Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. The way this show works is we always start with a who are you doing this week?
Well, let's have our guest start. Sammy, who are you doing this week?
Well, so we just started because Illusion of Itahari just came out. So we're doing that. We'll be playing more of that as we're going along because that game seems really fun. And it comes from pretty good prestige in terms of the people who made it and everything like that. So I'm pretty excited to see where that goes. And I like false skies sort of stories. I don't know how to put this. Everything is not what it seems to be. Like it's
too perfect. There's secrets.
Why it's not actually heaven, sort of thing. I like stories like that.
Are there any characters? Is there a specific love interest that you're like trying to gear towards, or are you just playing through it like no guide?
I always, whatever game I play, whether it's like whether it's an Otome or if it's like a other game or something like that, like a RPG or something, I always go through the first version, like the first playthrough, completely blind.
Yeah,
because
nice.
It creates a lot of problems and a lot of bad endings, but it is the way for me to do things because I think that is because I guess before I played things on stream like 20 years ago, that's how it would be done, right?
Yeah,
like
you would kind of just figure it out as you go.
Yeah, it's like, before we access the internet for every problem that we had with video games, we would just like either get stuck or mess it up, right? Now, like the only difference is that instead of getting stuck entirely and then waiting until you get to school to ask your friends how to beat this certain thing, like you're just going on the internet, I guess. But like but I like to avoid that as much as possible.
Yeah, you want to get the authentic experience. See what your see what your MC does, and based off your own decisions. I usually will do that too. I'll go in blind.
I wonder how quickly you'll die.
Yeah, I don't know I actually don't know that much about this game because we also just started playing it, and I'm not sure how intense in terms of violence it is. Like right now, sister and I were playing Even If Tempest, and the whole premise is you die.
We die a lot.
Yeah.
And I don't know if that's the case with Illusion of Itahari, but I'm excited to find out. I'm excited for all of us to find out.
I'm assuming you're going to have to die at least once, considering who the creators of this game are.
True.
Yeah, very possible.
Yeah. So, sister, who are you doing this week?
I've been playing Ikemen Villains, actually. Like, I have had no time to sit down and play the Switch or play on the PC, so a lot of my Otomeing is mobile.
Otomeing?
Yeah, Otomeing. And there's a new event. There's a new event in Ikemen Villains that just came out. And the concept is the MC shrinks and becomes very tiny. And she has to choose which of the characters or which of like the villains gets to like take care of her until one of them figures out how to like get her back to size. And of course I chose Alphonse.
Oh,
who
wonderful.
Is the most hedonistic, ridiculous, like just, I don't know. He's something else.
He's an evil, horny butler.
Yeah, he's an evil, horny butler. And I think that so far it's been good. It's been weird. There's been a lot of like strange things happening that you don't want to think about when you're tiny. And that's all I'll say.
Oh my gosh.
What about you?
It's frightening.
What are you doing this week, sister?
So I am actually also playing Ikemen Villains. I recently started Albert's Route. I don't know that much about him yet. I know that his curse is the evil queen from Snow White.
Mm-hmm.
And
I mean, the only thing I know, because he
like,
has a best friends with Alphonse.
He has a thing about beautiful things, but I think it's like if he sees something beautiful, he will like take it and lock it away forever. So I'm a little concerned about that. Yeah. Like all I've gotten to is he like asked Alphonse if he thought MC was beautiful, and Alphonse was like, "Oh, this is going to be a problem." So I might get locked in a closet at some point,
or a cage,
or a room, or a tower,
something like that.
I don't know.
I'm looking forward to it.
You're looking forward to me getting locked up? Thanks.
I'm always looking forward to getting locked up.
Well, yeah, but you're the one who's okay getting locked up. I'm not okay getting locked up. I will fucking break out of that shit.
Speaking of getting locked up, I think that happens quite a bit in Virche Evermore.
No, really?
Right? So today's main topic, let's get back to the topic. Let's do what we came to do. We're going to be ranking the allies of Virche Evermore in 5 different categories while keeping everything as spoiler-free as possible.
Yeah.
So we're going to do our best.
We're going to do our best.
It's going to be hard to do because this game is a clusterfuck of craziness. But we're going to try to do it. And these are our 5 different categories.
Character design, personality, adaptability, best match for MC, and our final category, which is always random, is best taste in music.
Yeah, best taste in music.
Is this like the character's best taste in music?
With each one of the categories, I, Vicky, come up with a question that I think is going to help us best rank the allies from 1 to 6 or from 6 to 1. And then we will get to talk about them. So there's always a different question, and the questions, are really helpful and definitely make sense in the context of the game.
They're definitely not random and don't make any sense.
Yeah, they make so much sense to me.
To Vicky.
But we always have the first question is the same every single time, that's character design. But before we get into that, who are the allies of Virche?
Yes. Who are the allies of Virche? Sammy, do you remember the allies of Virche?
I mean, I do. But then I have to say it in French, and then someone's going to get mad at me.
Hey, it's better than me, so maybe we should have Vika say all of them.
Well,
she's a linguist.
What I usually end up doing is saying them in however they sound in the Japanese audio.
So French words with a Japanese accent.
Exactly. Okay, so here are the allies. We're going to talk about all of them individually. So there's Adolf. Adolf? That's his name. Anku.
Uncle.
Luca.
Lucas.
Matisse.
Mathis.
Xiang.
Shin.
And Eve. Or I guess Ibu, but Eve.
Eves.
No, it's not Eves. There's no S at the end. Well, I mean, there is an S at the end. Don't say the S. So we'll do our best.
Thank God for katakana, I guess.
I know, right?
If you mispronounce anything, it's fine. There are no hard and fast rules.
Yeah.
So it's fine.
When we did our Reviews and Twos episode on Virche, we discovered that I cannot say Adolfu to save my life.
Yeah.
So every
Adolf's name was really hard for her.
Adolfu. I can't.
It goes on for like 1 beat too long. I think.
It's way too long.
Adolfu.
Okay, so the first question's always the same, and I think it's pretty. I never thought about asking Sammy this question,
but we are now.
Okay.
So, character design. Would I bone this man based on looks only?
Yep. That is the question.
Yeah.
Okay.
So should we start? Let's start from like least likely to want to bone and go to most likely to want to bone.
I mean, I can already tell you who my least likely is.
Yeah, same here. I can tell you who my least likely is as well.
I wasn't a big fan of his character design, but who's your least likely, Sammy?
We're speaking strictly looks, right?
Strictly looks. Do not
strictly looks.
No
Okay.
personality vibes. Just know, if you walked past them on the street, would you do a second look and be like, I'm taking that one home? Yeah.
Well, actually, in this case, it would be this man's not attractive.
Yeah, I guess that's the question we're asking.
Probably Matisse, only because the young look isn't for me.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I like, generally speaking, like, it just doesn't fit what I would like in a
Agreed.
in a love interest.
I think we're all on the same page. He's just too innocent looking,
and he's 7. The boy is underage. He's 17 years old.
I mean, that's just like an Otome thing. Like, you just have
rules,
to
right?
accept that one character for some reason has to be like a year younger, I should say, than the main character.
Yeah.
So it's like, it has to be for somebody, otherwise it wouldn't exist. But
but we're talking about like, for us, Sammy. Us old people.
Yes. Exactly. Okay, this is actually going really well. We're like agreeing on this. Maybe like we'll agree on all of them.
Yeah. Do you think we'll agree on all of them,
Maybe.
sister?
There's a possibility. Maybe we're all like on the same wavelength today.
Yeah. Well, okay. So our number 6 is all the same, Matisse.
Mm-hmm.
Sister, who is your number 5?
My number 5 is Lucas.
Really?
Yeah. I am not a fan. Like, he's too pretty. He's prettier than me, and I don't like that. Actually, that's not true. I've dated guys who are prettier than me, but like, I don't know what it is. It's the softness of his look, his long. I also don't like his haircut. I'm not a fan.
You're not a fan?
No.
Well, that's not my number 5.
What?
No, Luca is not my number 5.
Okay.
My number 5 is Uncle.
Why?
Uncle.
Uncle.
Words, names. Yeah, he's a little too like creepy and gangly, and I'm not into it.
You don't like a gangly man, huh?
Okay, I have dated gangly men before, and I'm talking about like Anku's type of gangly. It's not
like all angles.
It's also like the vibe that he puts off, like the way he uses his looks. Like he's very like, I mean, if any of you have watched campaign 3 of Critical Role, he reminds me of Lana, except less cool.
Do you?
I don't catch the reference, but
no,
I believe you.
Yeah,
I know what you're saying.
Yeah.
Do you dislike the eccentric, mysterious character often? Like, is that a character that you don't?
I think that could be it.
Like,
I think that could be it, but it's also like, I don't like his character design. Like, I don't like the way he dresses. I don't like the way he presents himself. I get that it fits the character, but it's not my vibe. Like, I did not look at him and be like, ooh, I want to do this man.
I guess I kind of understand. Like, if you're looking at it from the perspective of, oh, that's someone I want to sleep with. Maybe he doesn't give off an availability kind of vibe.
Yeah. What about you, Sammy?
Okay.
Who's your number 5?
Hold on, really quick. So, what about Yosuke from Olympia Soiree? Purple guy from Soiree.
Yosuga's hot.
Yeah, Yosuga's hot.
Okay.
He's a daddy.
Yeah,
sure.
he's
all right.
He's daddy.
But also eccentric. That's a good point.
Yeah, but it's a different kind of eccentric.
Yeah, I'm trying to narrow it down, but I can't really think of another person who's like
kind of weird.
Yeah, like he
and like out there.
But Anku isn't kind of weird. Anku is weird with a capital W.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of because like the eccentric, like mysterious type of character tends to be pretty flirty, generally speaking.
Yeah.
But
well, for me, and I feel like I'm gonna get yelled at for this comparison.
Sure.
I see like Anku, and I get kind of the same vibes as Nemo from Code Realize.
What?
No,
Wait,
no,
what?
It's not the same. It's not the same.
I'm talking about my personal opinion, Sammy. You can't tell me that my personal opinion's wrong.
I can.
absolutely
I'm
say
your
that
sister,
you're
and I
wrong.
can
What do you
absolutely
mean?
say that. See, we agree.
No,
Tammy and I agree.
I can absolutely. I'm pretty sure at the beginning of the episode too, I got told I was a sister, so I can also say that you're wrong.
Yes, absolutely.
Okay. Well, we're not talking about me anymore. We're talking about Sammy now.
All right, Sammy,
Okay,
who's your number 5?
My number 5 was probably Anko as well.
Wow, all of that just for you to say.
I mean, that's me trying to narrow down other people's tastes and my own tastes are two different things entirely.
So here's the thing, Sammy. You cannot narrow down my taste because I don't have a type.
Okay.
Yeah,
That's
Vico
fine.
has a type. I don't have a type. Like in Ultimate games, in real life, it confuses the heck out of my sister.
Yeah, I just have to be like, hey, that guy, and she has to say yes or no, and then I go and figure it out because I never know. I cannot anticipate.
I think my taste, at least in love interest, has been on the books for some time. So yeah. But at least for Anko specifically, it's when it's crazy and not funny, it's just not for me.
Yeah,
if it's crazy and funny, then it's a different story.
Like Impy?
Like Impy, yeah.
Impy is a wild ride.
Wild ride.
I think I would say Uncle after Xian, or not Xian, Lucas for me.
Oh, so your number 4 is Uncle?
I think so.
Anku.
Yeah. And it could just be like, I don't know, I don't really love his hair either. Maybe I have a thing about their haircuts in this game. I don't know what it is.
Maybe.
Because I feel like I'd say the same.
Yeah.
There's like 2 categories of haircuts in this game. And they're certainly, it's like split down the middle. So I'm curious to see what everybody else's number 4 is.
Yeah. Mine is Luca.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's.
Yeah.
It's like Vika said, he's too pretty for me. I'm like it, and it's the type of pretty that I'm like not sure what to do with. And I think you're right. I don't like his bangs.
I guess maybe if I thought about him as a woman, I'd be like, oh.
Well,
she's pretty. But I don't know. I'd have to think about that.
I don't mind his hair as much. And to me, it's not that he's too pretty, because I think like, I think that the prettiness isn't a factor as much as it is. And like, for me, it's like, I think from Variable Barricade, Xion is supposed to be pretty. And I just like that character looks wise more than I do Luca.
Okay.
And I think it's only because for Luca specifically, it's just slightly too doll-like for my taste.
That's it.
Yeah.
I think you hit the nail on the head right there, Sammy.
100%.
He looks like a doll.
Yeah, there's something a little bit lifeless, to his look. It's just very, something's missing.
And the lifelessness actually, and I'm not going to say why, but it makes sense in terms of his character.
Mm-hmm.
It makes sense, and it's a really good Daisuke Hirakawa style of character. Like this package look is very much this voice actor's like premiere role. Voiced
by Hirakawa Daisuke is something's going to be wrong with them.
Something sucks.
Exactly.
There's a secret. So bottom 3 is pretty much all the same. I'd say a little bit different for me, but this is where it gets really tough for me, because all the rest of the 3 characters I like all of them. I would take all of them, maybe even at the same time. And it would be really hard for me to choose.
I mean, are you trying to say that you have a 3-way tie for your top 3?
Kind of. It's hard for me to separate looks from personality, too, because I'm thinking like, oh, if I were trying to figure out if I would choose Adolf over Ibu, like, it would be hard for me. But I would have to go like, okay, by personality, this is the one I would choose. If it's just looks, I don't know. I think they're pretty equivalent for me. Yeah.
So your number 1 is a 3-way tie.
Well, no, my number 1 is Xian. Sorry, that's
so your number 2.
My number 2 is a tie. That is what it is.
Okay. All right. So you're done, and Sammy and I can talk now.
Wow, I got dismissed. Who's the older sister here?
You are, but that means I get to be a brat.
That's true.
So Sammy, who's your number 3?
Probably Eve, and that's not to say anything about the character's personality, because I think he's probably my favorite in the game.
Yeah, well, it's a good thing we're talking about looks only right now. Personality is next.
Yeah, exactly. So it's I do really like. Well, generally speaking, I like the outfits in this game, but I think his outfit ended up also being my favorite, other than like maybe a side character or two. But he was my favorite outfit wise. But if I'm being honest and saying like we're just looking at people across the street, the mask is not what does it for me in terms of looks. It's just, we're picking and choosing here. Like we're shaving off the top at this point. So like, I have to make a decision on something, and it's that would have been the difference between him and the other two would have been that.
Yeah.
That's a good point. I didn't even think about it, because for me, I really love an eye patch, and the mask gives eye patch to me.
And anyone with an eye patch is going to be my sister's type.
Yeah. The only reason I didn't rank him at the very top is because I feel like in this space right now for Vika, like I'm really digging like a manlier aesthetic, like a musclier, like broad aesthetic, and that's not Eve.
Ibu is not very broad.
No, he's not.
No.
Yeah. Well, my number 3 is Ibu as well.
Hey, nice.
Like I think he's good looking, but for me he's the type of good looking where if I passed him on the street, I'd be like, oh, that guy's attractive, and then I'd walk away.
I would say he looks more accessible. He looks friendlier.
Yeah, he does look quite friendly. He does look quite friendly, but friendly does not always equate hot.
True.
He is easily the friendliest looking character out of all the love interests. Like, if you say that, like, friendly as in, like, you're likely to have a good time with them. Like, I guess you can say that Luca and Matisse also look friendly in the sense that, like, you could be friends with them, but not in the way that you think you could have a laugh with them in the same way that, like...
Yeah. I feel like Matisse would just be scared of me.
If you went up to Matisse and said hello, he'd go, and hide behind something.
Yeah, I feel like that's...
Yeah, so, like, I can see your point there.
Yeah.
So, then we only have 2 left. You guys are able to decide between your top 2?
Yeah, I am.
Yes.
Honestly, my top 2 in terms of looks, there's a very clear distinction between them.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, very clear. What about you, Sammy?
I mean, there is a clear distinction, but I would say they're pretty close after all things are considered.
Okay. Well, my number 2 is Xian.
Gasp.
My sister's offended for some reason. I ranked him really high. Why are you upset?
But he's my number 1, and I want to take him home.
Well, then you can take him home because he's not my number 1.
That's
and
true.
we have
different taste in men.
We have never fought over a guy.
No, we have never fought over a guy.
Ever. We have never. Yeah, really? Never.
Really? Yeah.
Like the closest we've ever gotten is we've both been like, oh, like that guy is attractive. We don't want to date him, but we both feel he's attractive. but we have never had a crush on the same person, man, woman, anything in between, never.
Mm-hmm.
Which makes it a lot easier for us, especially when we were teenagers.
That's true. Yeah. When we were in college, we never had to worry about like crushes interfering with each other.
Yep, never.
Yeah.
So yeah, Xian's my number 2. I think he's very attractive. I'm definitely into the lab coat look. But I also think that I would be a little intimidated by him. I don't think I would be like, oh, like I'm going to approach this man and try to talk to him. And I think that's like the thing that puts me off. Mm-hmm. Because even though I do find him very attractive, if somebody doesn't look approachable for me, it's really hard because I'm terrified of humans. So I can't talk to strangers if I want to make a connection with somebody, I cannot do it. If I want to just be like, can I ask you for directions? I can do that, but don't make me put myself out there with a stranger unless somebody has introduced us. So that's the big thing that separates my number 2 from my number 1, who is Adolf.
What is it about Adolf that gives you like the number 1 out of all of them?
I mean, I see him and I'm like, oh, that guy looks like he has his shit together. And he's handsome, but not like scary looking. Like
I guess he is the most like
the way he carries himself,
normal out of all of them in a way.
It's like if I saw him like walking down the street, I'd be like, oh, that guy's attractive. I'd feel nervous approaching him and like, saying hi, asking for directions or whatever. But I wouldn't feel afraid of approaching him. And I feel like with Xian, I would see him and I'd be like, I am afraid of approaching that man, even though I am attracted to him.
That is
you know what I mean?
That is a good. No, that is good. That's good instincts.
Yeah,
I think, because that is true.
True. E-senses is here.
It's true. Yeah, I mean, I agree actually on both fronts that like it would probably be Adolf first and Xian second. I mean, I think in the same way as like push comes to shove, like one of them is more approachable, but at the same time, like there is that thing of like this person is really attractive, but not approachable.
Not too much.
There is like there is some value to that in terms of like how I view like looks, where you're just like, this is unobtainium.
I see what you mean. Yeah.
But
I will say, I was gonna say,
it does do a lot for me to say that like Adolf does look approachable and he does seem nice, and he seems like, even if he's not really, he's not, you can tell he kind of doesn't have the real talkative sort of character. He's just it's kind of serious, but in a good way. So
I do have to agree. I do have to agree that Adolf has the best hair out of all of them, in my opinion.
Because he has the most normal hair?
I think it's like the dark dashing situation. Like it's very
poster boy.
It's nice. It's really nice looking. He has great hair. It fits his face. He
has poster boy hair.
Yeah, he has poster boy hair. It's perfect.
Yeah, he's
like there's no long weirdness. There's no like little freaky ponytail. Like
he doesn't have a braid that goes down to his bum.
Yeah, it's just like, wow, how nice.
He gets kind of lucky though, because he's the only character with darker hair, and he contrasts with Ceres,
Yeah.
For the so because Ceres has blonde hair,
Mm-hmm.
and so everybody else has the Anko, but Anko has gray hair, so it's like it's
still kind of a lighter shade. It's not like a dark gray.
Yeah.
It's not black or any like near black.
Yeah. I think though, out of all of the hairdos, that Eve still has will have my favorite though. Out of all the characters.
You like the ponytail, huh?
Yeah, I do. Yeah. It's like but like still like
it's
the
still
front
stylish.
Part of it,
yeah.
Yeah, like when you look at him face first, like it's still kind of like it's not like it's like falling all over him like it does for Anko. Like it's
a nice look
put together, and yeah, exactly.
I am sitting here fully referencing the photos just so I can make sure, because I'm looking at them and they're all so hot. And it's really hard. Except for Matisse. I agree. He just is a scared baby. He's a scared little baby deer.
Okay. Well, so I think what we learned from that first question is that Sami and I have very similar perspectives on Li looks, at least.
Okay.
And
maybe.
Vika doesn't.
I think we all were bottom 3, top 3, same range.
Okay, yeah, that much is true.
Pretty consistent.
Next question. Next, we're going into personality.
This is where it shines. I'm ready to talk about their personalities.
All right. So the question that I came up with to gauge where we would rank their personalities is, how uncomfortable would it be to be stuck in a bank vestibule with this man for an extended period of time? Now, when Vika first saw this question, she asked me, what is a vestibule?
What? Tell me what a bank vestibule is.
Sammy, maybe I need to explain what a vestibule is to everyone, because I was unaware that this was not a thing.
It is not a common term in the US.
Well, on the West Coast.
Yeah.
On the West Coast, we don't have a lot of bank vestibules on the West Coast for whatever reason. We have them basically that you only have bank vestibules in Japan. So when I lived in Japan, if I ever needed to take money out, and I would have them
on the East Coast, like
New York.
Stuff? Yeah.
Okay. So what a vestibule is, what a bank vestibule is specifically, is it's like a little room that has the ATMs in it. And so you go in there to like line up, and you go in there. It's partially for security, partially to avoid weather. But what really inspired this question is that there is an episode of Friends where Chandler gets stuck in a bank vestibule with a supermodel.
Were you watching Friends?
No.
I just remembered this scene, and you were like, this is a thing?
I just remembered that scene, and I was like, yes, this is a thing. Chandler got stuck with a supermodel, and it was a very positive experience for him. The supermodel offered him gum, and he said gum would be perfection, and then he internally beat himself up for saying something so awkward.
How do you remember that?
I remember everything.
This is unreal. Oh, God, I hate it.
What don't I remember?
I hate this. Okay, so basically, like, situation is, I walk into a bank vestibule. I'm about to get money out. The door's locked. I'm in here with another person. How uncomfortable would I be, depending on which character it is?
Yeah,
that's the question.
And let's say you're stuck in there for 3 hours.
Okay. Oof.
Okay. I kind of have my ideas already.
All right, Sami. Are we going from 6 to 1 again, or 1 to 6? What do you guys think?
I mean, I feel like 1 to 6 is easier, just because, like, hands down, like, number 1 has to be Eve, right? Like, you'd be comfortable with Eve.
I mean, that's not my number 1. No.
I don't think it's necessarily Eve either. Yeah.
Really? Okay. Okay, well, I mean, for me, I feel like it would be Eve. Like, I'd be the least uncomfortable with him. Like, I feel like I could have a conversation with him. He has a good personality. He seems very nice. He's very talkative and, like, seems very kind. And although the ATM might explode because he has unbelievable, like, bad luck, I still think I'd be okay for 3 hours in it with him.
Yeah, well, I think what you just said points out exactly the difference between us here. one of the reasons why I would not feel the most comfortable with him is because he would be talking to me the entire time.
Because you're afraid of people.
I don't want to make small talk with a stranger for 3 hours, especially one who's just unnecessarily friendly with me. I don't want that.
Okay. Do you agree, Sammy? Is that awkward? Would you rather be in a situation where you're like, I don't want to talk too much?
I don't. So I'll give Eve this. I think if you didn't talk, I don't think it would feel that awkward. It would. I don't think it would. I don't think it would. I think he just sit there and he just freaking smile and just be charismatic and just kind of relaxed. Like, I don't think this would. Like, part of the reason, and this is kind of going into the story, but not really, but like part of the reason why the character is like so kind of just naturally easy to get along with is that he's already had like one of the worst things happen to him. So he's just like kind of chill for the majority of the simple interactions.
Yeah, like, and everything's going up from here, basically.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But I think he's still like, he'd be pretty high for me. He is pretty high for me, but he's not my first.
Yeah. Who's your first?
I think it would have to be Luca.
Luca.
Interesting.
He's just like, he's just patient and calm, and part of the big thing about the character is that he's a teacher. So he just sits there and he has that sort of patience necessary to sit around and just not have to worry about what's happening next.
Yeah.
I see what you mean. I think I understand where you're coming from.
Yeah, I get that. I have a different number one from you guys, though.
Who's your number one?
Adolfo.
Really?
Yeah.
Why?
Because he's a problem solver.
Oh, so you're thinking of like in the situation where you're stuck in this vestibule and you have to like figure out a way to get out?
Not necessarily, but if I'm stuck in a vestibule, like my go-to would be like, I need to figure out how to get out of here. It wouldn't be like I'm just gonna sit and wait for something. So even if the solution wasn't immediate, I would rather be stuck with someone else who would want to be proactive about the situation. And who would be like smart about it. Like, you know, I don't want to be stuck with someone who's going to be like, let's smash the glass door. Like, and I feel like Adolfo would be proactive, but also be smart about it. So we'd be able to like have a discussion about like what to do. And then once we came up with a game plan, I wouldn't have to talk to him for the rest of the time. And it would be fine because we already figured out how to get out, and now we just have to wait for that thing to happen if we can't do anything.
You don't feel like Shion would be better for that?
No, I think he'd be an asshole.
He would be an asshole, but he'd get you out faster.
No, but the point is, Sammy, you can't get out for 3 hours no matter what. You're stuck. You're stuck in there for 3 hours.
Do you know you're stuck there for 3 hours?
No, you don't know you're stuck there for 3 hours. So who would you rather be stuck with? Like
for an extended amount
of time. Somebody who like is going to like semi-calmly like come up with the solution, and then once the solution has been made will like not be an asshole to you for the rest of the time? Or do you want like an overly arrogant man who's just going to be like, meh?
I don't really feel like. Well, okay. One, I don't think I've ever heard this man go meh in that game. Just saying. Not a.
What is he
line.
like? A 1920s Chicago mobster?
No, that's a different game. That's Pio Fiore.
Yeah,
but
that was the problem with Pio Fiore.
Yeah, they needed more 1920s. Like.
Yeah,
Pio Fiore does have a 1920s Chicago mobster in it. He's our favorite character ever.
Okay, but not with that accent.
How do you know he doesn't speak English? How do you know that's not how he speaks in English?
I think.
Anyways, not Xian. I think he would have too much of an attitude. I don't think I'd feel comfortable. Like we're talking about like how uncomfortable would it be? So I don't think Xian would make it a comfortable experience. I think Arorufu would make it a more comfortable experience for me personally.
I feel like Xian would just ignore you though. Like realistically, if you and he were stuck in a vestibule, something happened, he would like not even notice my presence and then would just like figure out how to hack the system so the doors open and then walk away.
But the problem is, like I said, 3 hours no matter what.
Yeah.
And I don't like small talk with people, but if I'm in a situation where we're in the same situation, I want to have a discussion with the other person about what we can do.
I am learning about you that you are afraid of Xian. that is the story
I'm not
being built here.
In this situation, I'm not afraid of him. I'm going to be really frustrated by him.
Okay.
Because I don't like it when people talk down to me. Like that's one of the big things for me. And in this situation, he's going to talk down to me. Arorufu would not.
I don't know. I feel like in this case, Xian would somehow figure out that you're stuck there for a minimum of 3 hours. Just because he's too freaking smart. And then he would just be like, all right, we're going to be out in 3 hours. And then he'd lay on the floor and not do anything or like
read a book or like read a science document. That's how I feel too.
That would
he
not.
Just
That would still make
science
me.
In his head.
It would make me uncomfortable. The point is, it's less comfortable.
Okay.
Because I would want to be proactive about it. I would want to have a discussion with the other person in the room.
And you feel like Adolf would be the person that would make it more comfortable for you to do that with. Yeah, I see what you mean.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So he's my number one. Okay. What about your number two sister?
Well, I guess. Oh, I feel like everybody but Eve is a wash for me because.
Really?
Kind of. Like, I feel like I would be the most comfortable with Eve. And then with the others, there's this like level of trying to figure out how to interact with them. Because at the beginning, like in a situation with Eve, he's going to come right off the bat and just like show you who he is in terms of like his personality. So I can adapt to that easily, right? Like it can be like, oh, okay, so this is how it's going to be. The others, there's going to be some like level of like trying to figure out how to interact with this person. And I'm like, in that case, it's going to be a little uncomfortable. If I think about it from the perspective of like once I figure it out, how easy would it be and how comfortable would it be?
Well, try to think about who would you be the most uncomfortable with. Because I guarantee you there are some that are going to be more uncomfortable than others.
Yeah. Okay, let me think about this. Sammy, do you have a solid number two?
I think my number two would probably be Eve. Okay. It's pretty high up there compared to y'all, but I mean, no, you said Eve was first for you, but like, it's for the same reason. I think he would just be like, he'd just chill.
Yeah.
Like, very similarly to Luca, like he would just be really relaxed the whole time. He would the entire time, like he wouldn't know. Unlike like I would say like Xian or something, he wouldn't know what's going on. But at the same time, the entire time he'd just be like, "Yeah, someone's gonna get us out."
Yeah, like he wouldn't panic. I don't think he would panic.
Yeah, and then he'd pull out like a deck of cards out of his pocket or something that he'd have for some reason, and you just
let's play war.
Yeah, maybe you play fish, go fish or something for 3 hours.
So for my number two, I'm gonna go with Luca.
Okay.
Yeah. Because I do think he like, if you don't like, first impressions, calmer demeanor, teacher, like everything that Sammy said. I also don't like, I'm not sure how proactive he would be about trying to like figure out what's going on, but I also don't think he would prevent me from trying to be proactive about things. And I don't think that he would like dismiss me for trying to be proactive about things. And I don't think he would do anything that would make me panic.
Yeah.
And I also don't think he would try to make unnecessary small talk with me if he noticed that I wasn't speaking. So yeah, Luca's my number 2.
I think Luca would do as much general effort to see how he can get out. Like he would jiggle the locks and try to
do the average thing. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Maybe even look up at the ceiling. Maybe there's an extra escape route that you can discern if you look a little harder. But then afterwards, it'd just be like, all right, well, I guess we're here until someone saves us, and then.
Yep. So, sis, have you come up with a number 2 yet? Or should Sammy and I go around and do our number 3s and give you more time?
Yeah, I need more time.
All right, Sammy, number 3.
Number 3 with Xion. Because he would be he would immediately discern it's 3 hours until we have to leave. And then he would lay on the floor and go to sleep for 3 hours.
Yeah. Who's your number 3?
My number 3 is Eva, because even though the small talk would annoy me to no end, and I would be like, why is this man still smiling at me? It's been 2 straight hours. I do think that it would be more comfortable than my bottom 3.
Yeah.
Okay.
I actually have relatively strong opinions about this question.
You really do. You have very strong opinions about this.
Yeah.
I think my number 2 actually is Xion.
Yeah?
Yeah, I think for the same reason Sammy said. It's he'd figure it out. You'd know exactly what the thing is. And then he would kind of just ignore you. And I always have an audiobook on my phone or something to read. So I'd be good. I'd be like, cool, I got 3 hours of full reading time in, and this man is just gonna we are gonna be in separate spaces, maybe in the same space, but ignoring each other. Then we'll be done in 3 hours. I think that's kind of how I feel. I would rather be with Eve because then I'd be entertained, and I would feel comfortable. But I don't think I would worry, in terms of Xion, I don't think I would worry about, okay, do I have to interact with him? Because he would be very clear about, okay, here's what it is. And then now he'll basically just ignore you. And then I'm like, okay, cool. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I think those are my top 2. Okay. Maybe the rest are a wash.
All right. Well, Sammy, do you have a number 4?
Number 4 is probably Adolf.
Mm-hmm.
He would probably be the most reasonable about the situation. He would kind of lay it down exactly how it is and not sugarcoat it in any way. And I think there's some value in that, but I also think he probably won't be the best in terms of engaging. He won't be bad. He's not going to be annoying, but I don't think he'll do the best attempt to keep you entertained or excited or happy until you start crying. And then he'll be like, oh God, oh shit, what do I do?
Yeah.
And then he'll actually try to be like, oh no, it's okay, it'll be fine. We're gonna get out of this. But until then, I don't think he'll care.
Okay. Well, my number 4 is Xion.
Mm-hmm.
For reasons I've already explained. Yeah. I don't like being dismissed. I like having at least a little bit of respect from strangers, and I don't think I'd get any of that from him, and I think that would annoy me to no end. But he is not the worst of the bunch.
Who's the worst of the bunch?
Oh, you just want me to go to my 5, 6 right now?
Yeah.
All right. Number 5 is Matisse, because I think he would start crying.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think he would get frustrated and scared and sad, and he would cry and be utterly useless, and also make my anxiety go through the roof. Yeah. Because I'd be like, why is there a crying child in here?
And then 6 is Anku?
6 is Anku, because I don't want to be trapped in an enclosed space with him. That's scary. That's the thing that would scare me, not Xian.
What about you, Sammy?
I think it's the opposite. It would be Anko and then Matisse, because at least Anko won't cry.
But you agree with me, Matisse would immediately start crying.
Yeah. I mean,
yeah.
When I saw this question, I was immediately like, okay, Matisse is at the bottom of my list. 100%. He's not going to be useful, and he's going to make me anxious.
Yeah,
poor
like
baby.
I'm immediately, to be fair, like he starts at that point and doesn't finish there in terms of his personality, but like he is also like if and I'm assuming we're doing this in the sense of like everybody's starting personality.
Yeah.
And not after the progression of the story. Like
he doesn't know you. You are a stranger to him, you know?
And he's outside of his house.
Yeah, and so we start with him being scared of his own shadow. Right. So at least Anko, he would be fucking annoying, but like he wouldn't necessarily be too bad to deal with. I think like he would just be like constantly talking, or maybe constantly annoyed, but I don't think he would do anything so bad that it would warrant me like I think if I'm sitting there with Matisse who cries for 3 hours,
that's hard. Yeah.
So you're gonna have to my head could open a door.
You're gonna have to take care of him. You're gonna have to actively do something to deal with his reaction. And I think with the others, for me, I don't feel like that I'd have to do any of that.
Yeah. So I think I've got the difference between like Sammy and my opinion and why they're flipped. With Matisse, crying child, really annoying, high anxiety. With Anku, I think my reaction would be, this man is on drugs and I am in danger.
Oh, interesting.
Because remember, we know nothing about them. First time meeting them, stuck in a vestibule. There's a creepy man who probably has knives on him, and is maybe like eating like random plants and is dressed like the Grim Reaper and kind of going, ooh, da 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 da.
Yeah, I guess he would be saying some weird shit, probably.
Yeah. Especially as a woman from San Francisco. This man is on drugs and I am in danger. I have been in that situation many times before. I know what to do. And the thing to do is to find another place to be.
Mm-hmm.
You're right. He kind of does look like a knife pervert.
Yeah. Oh, man. Okay. That does make sense now that I think about it. Ooh, maybe I changed my mind.
Sister, you have seen the types of men.
Yeah,
there was one time I was taking Bart home from work, and a man who was most likely homeless ran through the car with his pants around his ankles, yelling, "They put bees in my pants! I have to get them out!" And just ran past me.
I don't know if that's Anku, but I see what you mean.
Yep. I had to commute on BART.
I guess from that perspective, maybe I flip line. Maybe I say Anku the last two. Just because that's like he'd be saying some really like out of pocket shit, and I think it wouldn't make any sense. Then I would be a little bit more worried. At least I know why Matisse is crying, you know?
Because he's a child.
Because he's like afraid of his own shadow. Well, maybe not his own shadow, but like he's uncomfortable too, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, but like, I don't know, man. I think I might rather deal with somebody with a knife. He doesn't even actually have a knife, but like,
no, he's got
a crying adult / like late teenager is like the most awful thing in the entire world.
Yeah. I get it. I mean, I understand.
I should say crying because they don't want to be in this situation. Not crying because something actually bad's happened to them. Like, I would rather deal with, people like say like crying kids are the worst thing in the world, but at least they eventually tire themselves out. If you have the energy of an adult, you will just cry the entire time.
Yeah, see that kid's traumatized, man. Yeah. Okay, I'm really ready for the next question. The next question is the adaptability question.
Okay.
Yes.
And I feel like before I say this question, somebody's got a huge advantage, sis, already. Because the question is, how would these men handle being a preschool teacher for a day? And one of them is, in fact, a preschool teacher. Well, a teacher, but, you know.
Yeah, but there's a difference between being a teacher who like goes around to different orphanages and being stuck in a room with a bunch of 3-year-olds for a whole day.
Doesn't he do well? I guess if he goes to an orphanage and he's stuck in a room with he is stuck in a room with a whole bunch of 3-year-olds for the day.
Did you see any 3-year-olds there?
At the orphanages?
Yeah.
There were young kids at the orphanages.
Yeah, but there were also older kids to help take care of the younger kids, and there was the orphanage director.
Okay, so you're saying like the only teacher in the room for a bunch of 3-year-olds all day long.
Yeah, like 7 3-year-olds, and you're the only teacher in the room, which, by the way, is not something that should ever happen, but absolutely did happen to me when I was a preschool teacher.
Unfair.
One time I had them all gang up on me and they all tried to like knock me over at once. And so I had 7 3-year-olds pushing my legs, but they couldn't knock me over. So they started chanting, "Chikara tarinai! Chikara tarinai!"
That's really cute.
Which, if you don't speak Japanese, means we don't have enough power.
They just wanted to be little superheroes. That's
I was
so cute.
trying to take them to the bathroom. And my coworker, who was supposed to be helping me with them, was changing a diaper. So it was just me and 7 3-year-olds.
Okay, which character is going to be the best at changing a diaper? Go.
The best at changing a diaper?
Yes.
Most 3-year-olds don't wear diapers anymore.
You said you had to change a diaper.
No, I didn't. I said my coworker was changing a diaper, and that's why she couldn't help me with the 7 3-year-olds who were trying to knock me over.
Was your coworker a preschool teacher?
Yeah.
Preschool teachers have to change diapers?
Well, she was like helping with the babies too.
Okay.
They don't have to change diapers.
I don't know. I'm just trying to understand the question.
The question is, how would these men handle being a preschool teacher for a day? So let's put them in my situation. How would they handle 7 3-year-olds trying to knock them over and yelling "Chikara tarinai"? Like, would they have patience? Would they immediately quit? Would they like pick one up by a leg and be like, "What is this thing?"
That's something Xian would do. 100%.
Yeah, I feel like 1 in 6 are pretty defined.
Yeah.
It's just about everybody in the middle.
Everybody in the middle. I think if we're going based on like capability too, it's easier for me to rank them in the middle. Like who's more capable, who's less capable.
Yeah, like who would be able to deal with the situation.
Yeah. I feel like Adolf would probably be okay. Mm-hmm. I feel like Eve, it might be a little bit of struggle, but he might be okay.
I feel like Eve would survive, but the classroom probably wouldn't.
Probably. And then, of course, I think Luca would be okay. Mm-hmm. The other 3, honestly, Matisse might be okay.
I think Matisse would cry again.
Honestly. I don't know. I don't know if he'd cry.
7 3-year-olds. A lot of the times, of the 3-year-olds are also crying.
I don't think he's had much experience with children, so...
I don't think he's had much experience with anything other than books.
And his butler.
What do you think, Sammy?
I don't know. I feel like that Eve would have fun with the kids the entire time.
Yeah.
He would just like you said, like he might burn the whole place to the ground afterwards if it was just him, but all the kids would be safe. And they might actually have thought that it was a game that the place burned down. So like he'll probably be fine. I think my Matisse, I think, would be overall fine. I don't think he would be. He's not necessarily. I don't think he'd be kind of the person that'd get overwhelmed by children, because they don't present like a.
It doesn't seem like there's going to be any like damage or like any harm to him specifically.
I don't know. 7 3-year-olds can do a lot of damage if they put their minds to it.
I agree with Sam.
Yeah.
I think Matisse probably would be okay. I don't know if they would get anything done. Like with Eve, I don't think they would get any work done. They might not learn anything, but they'd have a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think the most capable are going to be Adolphe and Luca.
Yeah.
I think those two are the ones that are actually going to get shit done.
Same here.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Adolphe and Luca at the top. Then Eve and Matisse.
In the middle, yeah.
In the middle.
So who fights for last?
I don't know.
How is it not Shion? Like,
At
you
the
tell me,
very
like,
end?
how in the world would it won't be Shion? Yeah, because he is actively. He's not only actively annoyed by these kids, he is plotting how to use their organs the entire time. Like, how could I benefit? Like, use these kids to my benefit in my science? Like,
yeah, that's a great point. That is a golden point, Sammy. I really like that. And now that you've said that, there are no questions in my head that he is the last one. Because he's immediately going to be sitting there taking notes about, like, okay, the organs from this child are strong, and we can probably use that in the genetics testing for this piece of this project.
Okay, so definitely not as much debate with this question. This is totally fine. We collectively came up with an answer.
Yes.
Don't give Shion your children.
Yeah.
At least, like, Anko won't be great. I think he's 5, but at the same time, Anko is like, he won't do anything to them. Like, he'll be like, hey, guess what, kids? Everybody dies sometime. But, like, he won't.
Like, he'll traumatize them, but not kill them.
There's a lot of out-of-pocket things that he'll say that will probably make them a little bit, crazy shit will be said. And that might not be good for their education, but, at least their organs won't be used for science.
Yay.
They will be completely intact physically.
Maybe not mentally.
Mentally is a different story. You can argue whether that's worse or not.
Okay. I think that was solid. I think we did that pretty quickly. I'm pretty impressed.
Good job, guys. High fives all around.
High fives all around.
Good job.
Sister fives.
Sister fives.
Thank you, Sammy, for giving us the sister five.
Okay, next question. Best match for the MC.
Ooh.
And with this question, we have to be very specific about what we're asking because of the type of Otome game that Virche is.
Because of all of the Zetsuko that happens
all of the despair and badness and sadness. So we're talking about... So I'll just say the question. Who would cause Ceres the least amount of grief in the long run if they got to live happily ever after? So ignore, like, the bad ends, like the bad shit that's happening, basically the entire second half of all of the roots. If this person, if this ally and Ceres, like, got together, were able to, like, be in a relationship, maybe get married one day, and if all that crap were not happening, like, who would she be the happiest with? Like, who would cause her the least amount of problems? Because all of these men are damaged.
I have one big observation, and I think this my answer depends on this. In every single situation, they're all going to need couples therapy. Like, hands down. They all need couples therapy to survive because they are all fucked.
So I did not see any therapists in this game.
Do therapists exist in this world?
Let's say
not as far as we know.
let's say that they don't have access to couples therapy.
Okay.
Just like they're gonna have to figure it out themselves.
Okay, poor Ceres.
Yeah,
I feel so bad for
poor
her.
Ceres. So let's start with number 6. Who do you think would be the worst for her in the long run? I asked a hard question.
It has to be Shion, right?
I don't think so. I kind of disagree.
Really?
Yeah.
Tell us why, sis.
I think because I'm thinking about the good ends. Good ends. I'm thinking about the situation where like the problems don't exist and she just gets to they just get to be partners, right? Mm-hmm. And so the one who's going to be the most grief giving, I suppose, for me might actually be Adolf.
Why? Because he's never gonna be honest about his feelings ever.
This is why I said they all need couples therapy, because I feel like he's so obsessed with the things that are happening in his head. He doesn't actually pay attention to the things that are happening in real life. And so I feel like that's going to be more trouble than it's worth in a like long-term relationship for Ceres.
Okay. So we all have different answers for the worst one. But before I tell mine, Sami, can you talk about why you chose Xian?
He's not a good person. He just isn't. Like, even after the good ending, he's not a good person. Like, if nothing bad happens, then this character doesn't get any better. Like he gets better because bad things happen.
Yeah, so like no personal
growth. Reason why there is no way this character actually sees anything different if he's not shoved into it. And the fact of the matter is that if his life isn't in danger, if his life and or his science isn't in danger, there is no way he is seeing a different point of view.
Yeah, that's a good point. I guess I was thinking about it from the perspective of like they've already gotten to the point where he's made changes in how he approaches his work and his science.
If we get there, maybe, but at the same time, I think maybe it's an okay relationship, but it maybe Shion's only like he only goes up 1 point over another character.
Yeah.
I think the worst person for her in the long run would be Anku. I think his worldview is very twisted. And I don't think that they would be able to, I'm choosing my words very carefully as to not spoil the game. I don't think they would be able to function in a healthy, normal relationship in the long run, especially if they were trying to function like as a couple existing in the world. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Like, I think his perspective is not where one's perspective would need to be in order to have a healthy relationship with Ceres.
Or anyone, for that matter.
Or anyone, but especially Ceres.
Yeah. Oof. Okay. I think across the board, they're all bad. All of them are bad. every single one is bad. So maybe we just need
in a world where nothing bad happens during the course of the games. That's not true. Okay, all right, hold on. Actually, hold on. Nothing bad happens starting with the first bit of the game.
So like, all of the previous
on.
traumas to the characters that have happened before the start of the game have already happened, essentially.
Okay.
This is hard.
Wait, no.
I from the perspective of like
I have a slightly different thing. Let's say that they all went through the common route together, and the issues in the common route got resolved at the end of the common route.
Okay.
So they do have, like, they know each other. They have at least some type of relationship, and let's say all of that bullshit, it all like actually got resolved at the end of the common route instead of having to like branch off into everything else and getting resolved or not getting resolved later.
It's really, really hard because what do we do? Like, what do we do with Anku and Luca? And you know what I mean? Like,
what do we do with everyone?
Issues are still there, even at the end of the common route.
No, but I'm saying let's say they got resolved in a way that didn't actually involve any of the allies.
How do you resolve Luca's story?
I can't even imagine that. Yeah, exactly. Like, what do we do with Luca?
Okay, so in that case, never mind, forget I said anything. Do we all agree that Ceres should just stay single forever and avoid all of these men?
No, I think there's two that are not bad for her.
I agree. I think there is at least one that is like she'd probably be okay, assuming that no other problems are happening.
Okay, yeah, I actually can think of two.
But I'm also thinking of like their own personal mental health issues, and they're gonna be a problem, and they all need couples therapy.
Yeah. Well, I can think of two that I think so the thing about this game is I did not feel like Ceres actually had a lot of chemistry with a lot of the allies. There were two where I felt she had actual chemistry with. And that if like there wasn't any other bullshit going on, that maybe they could have a happy, healthy relationship together.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, in a world where, let's say, after the common route, whatever situation is ailing them that forces them to go into the story that they're going through doesn't exist.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I think if that's the case, then I can identify at least a top two, maybe three.
Yeah.
Like, because the thing that's coming up to me is like Anko and Luca's story are like built before the game starts.
Yeah. And I'm pretending that doesn't exist.
So based on their personality alone.
Like, who is Luca if the game doesn't go the way that it is? Like, is he just a teacher?
Yeah.
Is he just a teacher with a sister?
Yeah, he's a teacher.
If that's the case, I think Luke. I think Luke
hands down. If Luca, 100%.
Well, Luca was actually one of them.
Yeah,
Luca was one of them. Like they've canonically known each other for a long time, and you see like very early on in the game that she has a crush on him.
Yeah, she does, and he cares for her.
Yeah. So yeah, like barring all of the other bullshit that happens, I would say that Luca is one of the top ones. The other one, I think, would be Ibu.
I was going to say Eve would be...
Like, I think they have a lot of fun together.
Mm-hmm.
And I think he definitely has issues, but I think that... But he also, like, is one of the few that talks to her about his issues.
And he also, like, asks... Interesting left. He like asks questions about her.
Yeah.
And some of the others really don't.
No, it's all about them.
It's all about them. And I feel like he genuinely has an interest in Ceres.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
He had I think he has the most to give to Ceres.
Mm-hmm.
in terms of like, I think if like, let's say like Luca and Ceres were together, like they're happy, but I think that they stay relatively the same character. Where I think like,
yeah, I don't think there'd be a lot of growth there.
I think even Ceres are better than the sum of their parts.
Yeah, I can see, or I could like imagine more growth in their relationship.
Yeah. You know who I think would have a really, really, really one-sided relationship with Ceres?
Xion?
Well, I was going to say... Xion, yes, but I was going to say Matisse.
That's another thing, too, because his story starts before any of this, too. So how do you... Like, who is Matisse? Is he just a regular boy?
He's a young master. The world? Yeah, he's a regular boy in the world who is extremely sheltered. And I think that Ceres would basically have to take care of him. I think that's what their long-term relationship would be. Ceres would have to take care of him because he's just a young master who reads books all day.
We wouldn't get to the point where like he gets to open up to the world and experience the world on his own.
No, it would all be Ceres showing it to him, and she and even in the game you can see that she feels a responsibility towards him. It's not just like affection. It's I have like said that I'm going to help this boy, and so I'm going to do it.
You don't think that he'd eventually come out to being a better character with Ceres around? She's not like... Ceres is not like she's not like a force of change.
No,
in the game, because
I think she would enable him too much.
The force of change is the awful... The force of change in the game is all the awful things that happen. But like, it's... But I don't think. But she is still a good person, and I think she would still move towards things positively. I think that I don't know if it's very fast, but I do think at some point, like a better Matisse exists with Ceres around.
Yeah, I also feel like because of the beginning, like because of who he is in the game, and assuming none of that happens, like assuming he is just a regular person. With a butler. Like I feel like he might be shy, but I feel like the possibility for like living a normal life is there for her, you know?
Maybe I just don't like younger men.
I mean, I think that's fine, but I think it wouldn't be... I think it'd still be like a fine relationship.
Yeah. I think the ones that I guess maybe even Adolf, if I think about it this way too, like might also be okay.
Yeah, I think it would take a long time for Adolfo to get his head out of his bum. But I think if they entered a relationship, it would happen eventually. It just would take a while.
I think in the cases where the ones that I think, oh gosh, poor Ceres the most are probably going to be Anku and Xian.
Yeah.
You know? And then top would be Ebe for me. I think like that would be probably the most fulfilling relationship for her. Because I think she would get a lot out of it too.
Yeah. I think Eve wins the day, but I think that Adolf and Luca are like pretty close together, all things considered. Yeah. Adolf is like, I mean, he's set up this way, so it's kind of unfair, but in a lot of ways is like everything that Ceres isn't.
Yeah.
He is pretty... He's outgoing and engaging and does what needs to be done. He's resilient and a leader, and he's he's maybe like a little bit pessimistic, but in a good way, not in a way that he makes things like no humanity isn't worth it, but he's not trusting in the same way that like Ceres is, where she'll assume a good in a lot of people. He will be like, all right, well, wait a minute, like we don't know everything about this person just yet. Let's
Ceres, please don't go down that dark alley with that man just because he has a piece of candy.
Oh God, I don't think she's that dumb.
No, not I was exaggerating. Okay, well,
no, she's not, but yeah.
Well, I think we have we're also fairly in agreement with this one too. There are some people who like she would have relative success with, and then there are some who were like, "Girl, no, don't do it."
Yeah, bad idea. Bad idea. I really like Shen. He's like one of my favorite characters, but I swear to God, that man, he would like divorce would happen the next day.
He's a good story. Like the story itself is good, and I think problem maybe like positively or negatively in terms of this exact podcast and the way that things get framed is that much of the details are in the progression of the characters, which really, really needs the story. And the way that they created the characters are very much you can kind of split them down the middle in terms of characters that are like, that fit Ceres and fit characters that don't fit Ceres in one way, shape, or another. Like, I think that like Adolf, Luca, and Eve are all characters that are like in her life that matter and are important. And then there's like Shion, Anko, and Matis who provide another like wrinkle or another like how to say a new worldview for her to explore. And they're pretty opposite ended in terms of how they approach Ceres the character, which makes for really good stories because like the way that Shion and Ceres's approach to their character and the way that Luca's approach to the character and the way that like Eve's approach to the character are so different from one another that all of the routes feel like they're very different and engaging, where other games might make
like it feels more linear,
like all like every despair is the same. Like you just be like, bad things happen and it all feels like crap. But like somehow this game does a really good job in writing different ways for characters to feel like the despair that's created within their life is all different and unique and still teaches and has different themes to it, which is like, I think why, despite the game being so around the concept of like death and I guess rebirth, that it doesn't feel like anything feels out of place. Like all the routes feel like all the characters in the routes feel like they're placed together in a reasonable way that makes for engaging stories.
Yeah. I do have to say that throughout all of the routes, there was one route that I felt like I really didn't like the happy, what was supposed to be the happy ending, you know what I mean? But in the case where we're understanding like the character growth, seeing their relationship together, seeing how they interact in that specific route, like there are situations where she would be happy at the end of them, you know what I mean, with those characters and how they've grown, like with all the shit happening along the way, you know? It's just really hard for me to like separate it into like, okay, if none of that happened, how does this character become this person for her without any of that growth together and separately? Yeah. Anyways, that was a great question. I really like that one. that made me think very deeply.
How does Ceres become happy? She doesn't. Sorry.
I want to play the fan disc. I gotta see what's happening in the fan disc.
Hey, I got it when Axis had their sale a while back, so I have the fan disc, and we will play it eventually.
Yes.
One thing, I think that in this game specifically, thinking about Ceres' happiness is more pertinent than a lot of other games, because I think at least in a lot of other games, even though it is important, it's not counteracted as hard as it is in this game, because obviously, like, the other side of it is the horrible despair that they have to go through.
Yeah, the point of the game in this sense is that, like, the world is built for her not to actually have and attain happiness. Like, that is the point.
Mm.
Which is sad, because she's just a girl.
Yeah.
Just a girl.
I love her. I love Ceres. I think she's a great character. Ooh, deep question.
All right, shall we go to a not so deep question, our last question?
Yes, I think we can do that.
Our last question, best taste in music.
Yeah.
So who do you think would make the best party mix for a wedding reception? And with this one, we don't have to rank it. Just who do you think, out of these 6 love interests, who do you think would make the best party mix for a wedding reception?
Okay, I'm stuck between 2 allies for very different reasons.
Tell us about it.
I want to hear what you guys think first.
Okay, well, I haven't made up my mind, so let's hear what Sammy thinks first.
This one's really hard. For like a wedding specifically?
Specifically for a wedding reception.
Can we just say like a party?
No, a wedding reception.
Why?
Because that was the question I wrote.
Do we have to be so strict and adhere to the question that you wrote? We can't change it at all?
I don't want to.
So stubborn.
Yes. I want to know your opinions for this specific question. Actually, I do know who my answer would be. I think
only one of them, maybe 2 of them, have ever attended a wedding in their lives.
How do you know?
Because only 2 of them live in society. The others are recluses.
Good God, is it only 2?
That's not, no, 3 of them. 3 of them live in society.
3, I guess.
Yeah. But I do have my answer. But I don't want to say my answer, because I want you guys to say yours first.
Okay. I don't know if this person would make the best party mix, but I would really, really like to hear what kind of party mix they would make. And that is Anku. I want to know exactly what that playlist sounds like. What the hell is on that playlist?
What music does Anku think would be appropriate for a wedding reception?
You know what I mean? Like, whatever it is, it's gotta be wild.
Watch, it's just all gonna be Enya.
Oh my god. God, I was thinking more of like a bad DJ where everything is different and none of the vibes mesh.
Oh, you mean like the DJ for our parents' wedding? So we'll tell you this story. Our parents' wedding, it was mostly do it yourself. But they did hire a DJ. And they gave the DJ, like, the different songs that they wanted to be played, you know, their first dance and everything. And the DJ came to the wedding and did not have the set list. So the DJ just played whatever the heck he felt like playing. So none of the music at their wedding was anything that they wanted to actually be at their wedding.
Yeah, that's sad. I feel like that would be Anku. He'd just be like, "Yeah, this is the playlist. Here you go."
Yeah. Well, but also sometimes the best playlists are the ones that have like a whole bunch of different things. Like your wedding was great.
I agree, and we decided what was on the playlist because it was all music I liked.
Yeah, but it ranged from like nobody from the Wonder Girls to like Fizz Dance.
Yeah, so it was wonderful. Don't judge me for that. I agree, but I don't think that's what Anku's going for. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, yeah. That's my take. I don't think it'd be the best, but I'm really curious.
I think out of all of them, Anka would probably he would monopolize the music at the wedding more than anybody else.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I think I like in the way that I think that Luca, I think that Adolf, I think that Eve, Matisse, less Shion.
Mm-hmm.
But I think the other four would be like, let's make a playlist together, or like, hey, what songs do you want? Or like, let's both bring songs and we'll put them together because they're both us, sort of thing. Mm-hmm. And I think that Anko would be like, hey, here's this like, I don't know. We're listening to metal the entire time. Like, it's cool, whatever. Like, that's it's for me.
Yeah. I think I agree with that. I feel like it would probably be the worst, but it does sound very interesting.
Yeah.
For Shion, I feel like he'd be like, there's no science in this. I'm not doing this. There's no reason for him to make a playlist.
I'm not going to do this. It's not interesting. Okay, but the question was the best. Who would make the best playlist?
Who would care the most, I think, is the actual question. Like, who would care to make the best? Who would like be like actually like what Sami said? Actually ask you like, what do you want on the playlist, or think about what people like. Mm-hmm. And I think who would be the best?
Is it not Luca?
I think it would be Ibu.
I feel like I think it could be either of them. Like, I don't think it's Matisse. No. And I don't think it's Adolfo. I think it's one of them. I think Luca and Ibu probably know the community best. Mm-hmm. So it would be like both of them could do it and make great playlists, in my opinion.
Yeah. So if you're going to hire a DJ, it should not be Anku, is what I'm getting from this. I will keep that in mind.
Yes. We totally could hire Ibu, though. I'm sure that's on the docket.
Yeah, exactly.
He would totally do that.
And that's something that he actually, like, would be hired for.
Absolutely.
He gets hired for random shit all the time. So he'd probably be like, yeah, I can do that. I can make a playlist for your wedding reception. Let's go do it. Yeah.
So Sammy's top is Luca. Your top is Ibu, and mine is a tie.
It's either Luca or Eve, because I feel like they'd be the most engaged with Ceres to make this playlist or to choose the music. I feel like Adolf would be like, it's okay, whatever you want, sweetie. Like, I don't care too much. He wouldn't have, I don't think this is the thing he would care about enough to
agree.
I don't know if Matisse has like I don't know.
Computer?
I don't know about Matisse. He's just like
technology.
I also don't think Matisse has a computer.
I don't know. Actually, specifically for Matisse, I'm not sure how he would react to it, because I think he'd also be pretty willing to let Ceres do whatever she wants there.
Yeah, but the problem is that you can't let Ceres do whatever she wants. And it's not necessarily for Ceres' wedding reception. It's just for a wedding reception.
Yeah.
In general, I think that he would. I think that there would. I don't know if Matisse would be willing to push his ideas onto somebody else at that moment.
Yeah, I think he'd be too nervous.
Yeah. He'd probably get upset and overwhelmed and cry again, like in the vestibule.
You guys, thinking back about all these questions that we've answered, I feel like we have some top tier boys.
And we have some bottom
tier boys. And going in, I was thinking, man, they all suck. They all suck. But now I'm thinking, actually,
three of them suck.
It's such a good game. The theme is very much not my style, but the love interests are, in the sense that they're either really cute or they're really, really, they suck a lot.
Yeah, they're just so interesting.
Those are my types of character. Those are the love interests that I like the most. Are the ones that are really cute and really sweet, or they just are absolutely just god awful human beings. Or they just suck so much. And that's that's even Anko, are just perfect. Like, one's just a sweet, adorable puppy, and the other one, or Shion is just such
awful.
an asshat, but it makes it so much fun.
I love him so much.
It's because Shion's a cat.
Yeah, I love it. Shion gives me
Ibu's a puppy and Shion's a cat.
Shion gives me Shiraishi vibes from Color Malice, and I really did like Shiraishi too. So
yeah, except Shion's more of an outright asshole.
Yeah. I mean, I guess.
Yeah. So, guys, final thoughts. So, to all of the listeners out there, how do you feel about these rankings that we did?
Yeah. What do you like? This was we went deep today.
Yeah. So what we're going to do is we're going to post one of the questions that we went through today on Twitter the day that this episode releases. And we are super excited to hear your thoughts. So please go ahead and go look for that and go interact with it. I'll post it on Blue Sky too. So you can give us your thoughts. Tell us if you think we're right. Tell us if you think we're absolutely wrong. Either way is fine because sometimes we're right and sometimes we're wrong.
And these are opinions, and there is no right answer.
I mean, unless it's me. I'm right all the time.
Sis, goodness gracious.
Yeah. Thank you so much for joining us today, Sammy. We really appreciate it so much.
We had so much fun, and we hope you had fun too. We loved hanging out with you, and I loved hearing your perspective.
Fun. It's funny because you guys chose to be on a game that, like I said, is like the least my style of game. I think out of all of the games that Access is localized, this is probably the least my style. It doesn't mean I didn't appreciate the game. I actually really liked it because and I've said this on my own stream before. It's like theming and how well you hit it is like such an important part of experiencing media and or reading or writing or anything for me. And this game does a really, really good job of having its theme and hitting it as hard as possible and not being afraid of what that might feel like to the player. Because it wants to say something. And I think that was that's really good. Like, more art should do that.
Yeah.
Yeah. And they said a lot.
Yeah. This was an epic story, truly. And I appreciated it for that and what it was, and not just the romance and not following the linear progression that a lot of stories follow. Yeah. So
we love the bad science.
Really love that. Again, thank you guys, and thank you everyone else for joining us on episode 46, the ranking of all the allies from Virche Evermore. As always, if you like what you hear and would like to support us, we have a Ko-fi account where you can donate to us, keeping the podcast going. You can also find Sammy at... Sammy, where can we find you?
You can find me on Twitter, Blue Sky, and stuff, or Twitch as Sammy Fish. I talk about fighting games when I'm not doing Otome stuff. Or I am going through games I did not go through when I was a kid because I bought my own video games. So I bought 2 a year or something. So now I'm going through all of the old video games I did. Although I shouldn't say that, because the game I'm playing Doom Eternal right now, and that's a relatively recent game. But then afterwards, we'll probably play something like Parasite Eve or Final Fantasy IX or something real much older than that. So we'll see.
Yes. Well, we love experiencing games with you, Otome or not.
Yeah. And for Otome Shimai socials, we have Twitter, Blue Sky, and Instagram, where you can stay updated on what we're up to and other Otome-related stuff.
And just like you, Sammy, we also stream Otome and other romance, and sometimes non-romance games. Maybe not Doom Eternal, but we do stream other non-romance games on Twitch. So again, thanks for joining us, and thank you everyone for listening.
Bye.